Well, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. In this video, I wanted to talk about something that a lot of you that have been with me for several years knows that I'm very passionate about this topic, and that is regarding the homeless. I have always had a soft spot in my heart for people that are homeless. It is something that has always bothered me, and it's something that I wish I was wealthy enough to solve, but I'm not. And you can't solve the problems of the world. The only thing you can do is make the world a better place. Down in the city where I grew up, not too far from here, there is a homeless population that has tripled in the last 7 months. Currently, to date, right now, down along the main river that runs right through the heart of the city, there is over 300 homeless people living on the banks of the river. And it's a terrible situation because the city has a new mayor, and this mayor went on the news and said that she is going to go in with the city crews and take all their stuff and throw it in dumpsters. The little bit of stuff that these folks have. It's bad enough that they don't have any money, any roof over their head, any personal belongings to speak of other than what they can carry. And when they have something that they can't take with them, the city's going to throw it away. They're going to do away with where these people have been sleeping rough outdoors. And what I would like to do, if my channel grows enough to where I could earn enough through the Google advertisement on my videos, I would like to do what I did before, only bigger because there's more people to deal with. But I would like to do that campaign I did the first time around called BOB, B-O-B, and that stands for Backpacks of Blessings, where I went to Walmart, filled 2 shopping carts full of backpacks, and they were all black. They cost about $14.97 per backpack, and they were good backpacks. I mean, they're really nice made backpacks for under 15 bucks per bag. But by the time I bought all the bags and all the supplies of like travel size shampoo, travel size soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, socks, gloves, beanie hats, I put snacks in the bags, water bottles, anything that I could think of, Band-Aids, nail clippers, anything that I could think of that would help people that are living outside in the elements to make their life a little easier. I put as much stuff in there as I possibly could, and I did each bag equal. You know, like a hairbrush or a comb. I did bags for males and I did bags for females. And I'd really like to do that again because with winter coming, it's not too far off. It goes so fast that now that the city is taken away where these people have been living over the entire summer and even from last year, now these people are displaced and have absolutely nowhere to go because they're posting the property to where now they can arrest them if they return to the property. It's public property, but they're posting public property. And it really bugs me, you know, because the ones that have been with me long enough know that I spent a year being homeless. And it's something that you never forget. It's something that affects you, that will be with you the rest of your life, because when you truly know and understand starvation for real, I'm not talking about just going a day without eating or a couple days without eating, and people will say, you know, like when they come home, they'll be like, oh my God, when is supper? I'm starving. They throw that word out there so loosely. People like that don't know what starvation is. And I mentioned how I got down to 97 pounds at 6 foot. 97 pounds and I had baling twine holding my pants up. Until someone's been in that situation, sleeping outside, freezing, being wet, being uncomfortable, getting sick, wondering if you're going to live or die, until you're in that situation and go for days on end without food, not being able to have clean water to drink every single day, never knowing where your next meal is going to come from, it's a horrific, horrific experience. No human being should ever endure such a thing. And I don't care what the background is. You know, nobody's perfect. People are so quick to judge and say, well, you know, this person's a drug addict or this person has mental problems. Well, it doesn't mean it's always that person's fault. You know, everybody is struggling the best way they know how to get through life. And not everybody gets it right. Not everybody can create the same life for themselves that others do. Maybe the opportunity isn't there for whatever reason. But what I would like to do is to fill my van with backpacks again, fully loaded, and give them out to the homeless, because there's no one really doing anything about it. And the sad thing is you guys, is a lot of these homeless, the majority of them, are the ages of 45 on up. These aren't just like teenage kids that are strung out on crack or just want to be irresponsible. These are people that probably had homes at one time, had jobs at one time, had an automobile. Maybe they were married. Maybe they got kids. Maybe their kids no longer live in the area. Maybe they're too embarrassed to tell their kids what happened and they're not aware. I don't know. But it's older people and they have nothing, and the city is making it harder on these people when life is already hard enough. And it really upset the housing authority in the city, because they're trying to figure out ways to help these people, and the mayor won't give them time to do so. They're just like, nope, we're going to go in and we're cleaning up these encampments. But it's tripled in 7 months. I would like to talk to these people and interview some of them and walk through their camps. Yeah, and it's dangerous. I understand, you know, it's dangerous when you go around the homeless because you never know what to expect. But if you let fear dictate your life, things that need to get done will never get done. Sometimes you got to just face it head on, because if you were to talk to these people, you'd get a backstory and get a better feel on how they got into the situation they did. Not every single one of them are responsible. Maybe some of them don't want to better themselves, but they're not all like that. There's a lot of people that live among the homeless like that have had no choice but to join them because they fell on hard times and they lost everything, whether it be through a death, disease, too many things happening at the same time, and it was overwhelming and they lost everything. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So if you guys could help me build my channel and share my content, I will take my Google AdSense earnings, because if I reach what I would need to reach, and I'd only have to reach about $1,000 to help about 15 people. 15 people. I wish I could help them all, but it takes several $1,000s. And again, I would go and buy the backpacks, fill them up with supplies, and go around and hand them out to those who truly need them. Because the reason why I like backpacks, not only because I'm a hiker, but it's because it gives you the ability to carry the main things that you want to have with you at all times when it's not safe to leave your belongings somewhere else unsupervised. These are bags that people can carry with them, take them with them anywhere they go. It allows them to keep their stuff organized and keep their stuff on their person. That's why I like backpacks. And you can fit a lot of stuff in them. And so I'd really like to do that again. And I promise all of you that if I were to get my channel revenue built up enough to where I could do this, because I definitely believe in giving back, because that's what I did when I did it the last time. I used a lot of my own money, and then subscribers chipped in and helped with the balance. But I'd like to do it all myself through the money that I earn on my ads. I just need help with spreading the videos on my channel to grow it enough to where the income would go up to the amount that it would take when Google pays me on the 21st of the month, to where I could take that money and go and buy the bags, load up my van, and then go downtown and do interviews with these people and give them backpacks. That's what I would love to do. I would love to do that again, because it's a good feeling when you help people that are less fortunate without judging and treating everybody equal and giving everybody the same thing. Now, granted, I can't do all 300 plus people, because that's way beyond any amount of money I could ever put together, regardless of how. But I could help quite a few of them. And that's what I would like to do, because our city mission down there is so overrun as it is, that now that there's so many more homeless, they're not even going to be able to house all these people once the cold weather comes. I don't know what these people are going to do. You know, and when you go to the Salvation Army, you can pick up really good blankets for like $3, $4, $7. It's stuff like this that I'd like to do, is to be able to buy blankets on the cheap that have been cleaned and are for sale at the Salvation Army, and buy them for pennies on the dollar and hand them out to the homeless, give them backpacks, give them anything that I can, clean socks, like I said, gloves for their hands, because your hands get cold in cold weather. You guys, if I had millions of dollars to rent a Ryder truck and fill it full of food and supplies and give it to the homeless, I swear on my life I would do it. I swear on my life I would do that. I wish that I had the funds to do what I would like to do to help the homeless, because so many people treat them like animals, treat them worse than animals. The local news went down and did a story on it, and the guy, the field reporter that was talking, he only talked to two gentlemen, by the way, because they were just doing a brief little news piece on it. And he spoke to one gentleman that basically just looked like he got done driving truck yesterday. The guy was clean cut. He had no tattoos. He was well-spoken. He was not on anything. He wasn't under the influence of anything. I mean, this guy was straight as straight can be. And he had a black dog with him. And when somebody saw the news story, they went and met with this guy and adopted his dog and gave the dog life on a farm not too far from the city. But they really didn't do anything for him. They gave the dog a home, but they didn't really do anything for him. And think about that, you guys. I mean, really think about that. Yes, I love animals, and I want all animals to have a good, loving home and not have to live in conditions like the homeless people do. But when we are helping animals over people, that really says a lot. So I just wanted to make this video to say that if my channel raises enough revenue, now I've already got paid for this month because it's the 21st. And right now my channel's only making a little over $200. But recently it has grown. And if I can keep that going, by next month, a month from right now on the 21st, I could raise enough money to possibly, with $1,000, if I could get up to that point, to help 15 homeless people. Like I said, I can't help them all, but I could help 15 homeless people. And that would be a great thing to do. And then the month after that, if I raise enough, I could do it again for another 15 people. But by the time you buy the backpacks at $15 a pop, socks, because I buy packages of like 8, and then I put them in pairs of 2 and put them in the bags, so I divide stuff up. But by the time you're done purchasing everything, the HBAs, the socks, the gloves, the beanies, Kleenex, hygienic stuff for them, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that, and nail clippers, it really adds up quick. And like I said, the last time I did it was right around $1,100 to $1,200, if I remember right. It was a lot of money, but it went 100% on the homeless. And I think that video is still on my channel, where I went to the mission and I gave 15 people bags. And they were extremely appreciative, you guys. And I bet you, if I were to run across those people again today, they would still have those backpacks. because it's really all they have. It's all they own. So I just wanted to make this video and say that because, you know, it doesn't matter how little of money I have in my wallet, that if I see a homeless person digging in a garbage can on a street corner, I'll find somewhere to pull over safely with my van and get out and walk back to the homeless person to see if I can help them in any way, because there's never anything that sets you back so bad in life to where you can't do it. I mean, has anybody ever gone bankrupt over giving a homeless person some help? And I don't mean like giving them cash to spend on alcohol or drugs, possibly. I'm talking about to where you could take a $20 bill, buy them a really good meal, and then with whatever change is left over, maybe get them some drinks or some bottled water or something for them to carry on them for later. Nobody's going to go bankrupt over that. You know, if everybody did that, it'd make the world a better place, and it would help somebody for that day. If you can help someone get through the day better than they would have gotten through that day had you not helped them, it makes things better. It's an improvement. It makes the world a better place. I've always believed that. I've always believed that. Helping people is very important because it's like tithing. It's giving back. And I believe that's what God wants us to do, because we're here to help others and to help each other. And I truly believe that 100%. And it's very important to me. So if I can raise enough money and get my content to where the views are generating enough income from the advertisement, it would allow me to afford to do what I want to do for the homeless before the cold weather comes. Because these people now that the new mayor has got the city workers together to round up all their stuff and throw them in dump trucks and throw their stuff away, these people now really have nothing. And then instead of helping them, she's just taking the last things that they have and kicking them down the road. Just horrific and cruel and unbelievable to me. Just unbelievable to me. But she's a Democratic mayor, and it doesn't surprise me one bit. Not one bit. And, you know, you guys, because that's somebody's brother. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's mother, aunt, grandmother. It's just unbelievable how people treat them. And so quick to judge and always blame it on drugs and always blame it on alcohol and always blame it on the things that everyone always blames it on when they have no idea what truly put that person there. Not all of them are drug addicts. Not all of them are alcoholics. It's just so crazy. But if I'm able to do that, I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video and let you guys know, because I've been watching and hoping that my channel will grow enough to where I can afford to do this on my own with my own earned money from the ads that you guys see that run on my videos, and take that money that Google pays me and give it back into society, every single penny of it. And I'll be able to prove it like I did the last time. So really breaks my heart. Here I'm standing in this building that's 5,700 square feet, and the only thing I have to store in it is 2 push mowers. I don't even need all this space, and yet I've got this huge building, and there's people downtown in the city that don't have a roof over their head. That just bugs me. That just bugs me. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.